Ah. coffee and have been hydrated, so I'm feeling much better already. Keep forgetting to actually drink stuff, which is quite important as it turns out.
Helps a lot.
Alright, let's see what's next on the list. It looks like next up we have Pyre, which I have also not played, but I've also heard is very good. So, let's see.
What was the studio that Supergiant makes?
Yeah, it was
That?
their game before Hades.
Yeah.
I never played it. I haven't played
Mm.
Hades yet either, but I did play Bastion and Transistor, and I really like Transistor. Bastion is also cool, but didn't resonate with me quite the same way. But I've heard people really like Pyre, and I don't actually know much about it at all. I guess I should probably switch my screen over again. There we go. Find it. Oh, it's got two .exe files. It's asking me which one to launch. I don't know. Oh, and now my monitor is turning off. That's not good. Okay, let's try resetting it.
What to do with the game going full screen?
Yeah, I was in full screen and I tried to close the full screen and then the whole screen just went black. So there was no input. There, oh, There we go. All right. Don't know what happened there. All right, let's fix the volume. I don't know if this is a game best played with a keyboard or a controller. No idea. I guess I'll try with keyboard and mouse first.
What did you play Transistor with?
I want to say I played that with a controller, but I think these are pretty different types of games.
Is Pyre turn-based?
I think it's like a sports game actually.
Yeah. That's what I've heard. I've never gotten the premise because I haven't looked much into it.
Okay. No, I didn't even know there was a versus mode. Quite appreciate these how these tooltips work of just telling me how stuff works. Nice bit of UI.
For
Oh, I should probably change the game name. Send out a quick tweet. I'll let people know. Putting out a quick tweet. People know what's going on. And let me fix all my billion windows. And fix Windows as well. Already spilling coffee all over me.
Oh.
Guess that's one way to wake up.
There you go.
Days in the downside brought slow, lonesome agony. Now as you lie yielding to the elements, something rumbles into view. Three shapes emerge, each clad in strange attire. Cursor here. Oh, it's like a twine game. Downside. A vast purgatory into which the Commonwealth collects its convicts and enemies. Volume is quite low now. Another piece of filth expelled from the Commonwealth.
I've heard that more games have started doing that, where you can like gloss over words to get explanations.
Yeah, I really like it. See, right on schedule. What did I tell you? Told us we would find someone alive. Someday. I said we'd find someone alive someday. Just not today, I guess. But don't be glum. You know I see you frowning underneath that mask. Look, he's breathing. Oh, interesting. Seems he still is. Then stand aside. I shall send him to a better place. He's a he? Can you people just tell? Hang on, the markings on his rags. I think he's one of them. But look at him, he is beyond our help, and we are beyond his. Broken, shaking, starving, probably diseased. Yeah, good luck with that there, chum. See you back at the wagon. Oh, we got another chum game. Also, another Cyberpunk was full of chums, so a strange connection. Indeed, the days grow dim. You have at best an hour. Understood. I won't be long. After the others leave, the man turns towards you and begins unfastening his mask. Hello, my friend. Don't care who you are or what you did. None of that matters anymore. All of us were equal nothings here. You're parched and he gives you drink. You ache and he binds your wounds. You hunger and he gives you food. Little by little, it helps. There, turns out you're tougher than you look. Name's Hedwin. Now, come on. You sense no ill intent as he helps you up and leads you to an old black wagon. Nothing like the stately vessels that paraded Commonwealth criminals through alabaster streets. Step inside. The weather-beaten wagon is as much a mess inside as out. You see the masked woman and talkative creature taking stock of ancient-looking books. I'm back. And with a desk. She loosens the clasp on her mask. You may call me Jodariel. And as for myself, the smallest one struggles with his mask. Jodariel assists him. Ow. Okay, we got a dog person. That is to say, you may regard me by the name of Ruki Greentail. Such pleasantries out of the way, the horned woman then motions to the other. She glances at you sidelong as she speaks. Can he do it? Hope so. I haven't asked him yet. What? Then what are we waiting for? Hey, you chum. Nice meeting you and all, but tell you something. You know how to read or what? You confirm their suspicions. There is no use trying to hide it now. Well then, glory days, because it just so happens my associates and I, we got ourselves some nice material here for someone just like you. Reader, you still live thanks to us. We asked for something modest in exchange. Open one of those books back there and tell us what it says. Sorry to put you on the spot like this, my friend. It's interesting. I didn't expect it to be like a visual novel. Oh, thank you for the donation, Derivative. You pick up one of the old and heavy volumes, bound in materials you do not recognize. A formal welcome undersigned by the 8 scribes. You, dear reader, are an exile of the downside, such as we, the 8 who wrote this book of rights. That you possess it and have capacity to glean its words is testament enough to your potential. Thus we reveal a path from this forsaken place, to freedom, to homecoming and glory. The stars themselves shall be your guide. Ere the turning of the year's first solstice, seek the nearest longitude beneath the brightest of 8 as they align as shown. Arrive as a triumvirate, clad in the remnants of the rites, bearing this book. Oblige the voice that tells you more. The book describes a complicated method through which exiles can return to the Commonwealth. The words swim through your mind as Hedwin gets your attention. Well, friend, what does it say? But then your vision starts to fade and blur. You feel your body weak and give out.
Reader, dare you tamper with forbidden knowledge? So soon after your sentence into exile. 'Tis true what the book says. You can be free again. Perhaps not you yourself, but someone worthy of the privilege. You witness now the path toward salvation. You witness the rights, the one way to return to glory. Though in your case, I hardly think it possible. Yet, by the grace of the scribes, it is my duty to inform you anyhow.
It worked. So it is true. Yeah, but what now? Where'd the reader go? He should be out there still. But now we have to put our faith in him. He could abandon us. He won't. You look upon the three of them from beyond as Hedwyn then calls out to you. Reader, we aim to free ourselves. We will not grow old and die in the downside. And now I swear to you, when we get out of here, you're going to come with us. First, we need your help. Show us the way. Freedom, you focus all your mental faculties to do as Hedwyn asks.
A celestial orb falls from the heavens
Pyre's
when
gorgeous.
the time is nigh. Exiles conduct the rites as a triumvirate, for they must prove their trust in one another, not just in themselves. The three must act as one. Now plunge into the pyre with the orb and be purified. Yes, the exiled rookie has the way of it. Whoever steps into the flame is banished for a time. His or her cohorts must make do on their own. Oh, but it is not so simple. In the rites you shall face adversaries whose own freedom is at stake. Beware the aura that surrounds them, as they shall beware yours. The aura is your wrongdoing. Accept it as a part of you. Cast your aura like a stone. Correctly done. Again. Just so. A glorious performance, I admit. More than I expected from the likes of you. Grasp the orb once more. The orb absorbs the aura. Then the orb quenches the flame. Now I say jump. Leap with all your strength. Thus sails the orb into the waiting flame.
Orb.
Now snuff out the adversary's pyre whilst yours yet burns.
It's quite... Ah, jeez.
Splendid. That ought to wake you up.
It's quite interesting.
Exactly by the book.
Hmm?
It's a very interesting premise.
Out
Yeah.
with the rookie.
It's, Just a really interesting sort of... Ah, I didn't mean to do that.
Your
Shoot.
flames grow weak.
Gotta pay attention to the controls. The very interesting trajectory for Supergiant. The games are all kind of similar, like visually and kind of perspective-wise, but they always have vastly different mechanics.
As per the sacred law.
The character portraits, especially, just very similar to the Hades style.
Yeah, and also the transistor as well.
Almost. Banished one and all. The rite is complete. There, dear reader. Now you understand. Or do you? This was but a glimpse of that which lies ahead. I would tell you to turn back, cast down your hope. But all those such as you never listen.
The others are still picking themselves up as you awaken. Well, that was something. That was our way out. So now we just follow the stars, or what? Supposedly. Reader, come, let us regard the night. Giordio leads you outside, where a clear night sky waits. Now show us, before the howlers catch our scent. Where shall the rites commence? This is quite interesting. So I gotta go to the star. Oh. Hmm. 200 degrees due east. The Ridge of Gaul. Great. And we're supposed to be when exactly? Very soon, according to the stars. You should be able to arrive in time if you make haste. Then we had best get started. Well, this ought to be good for a few laughs at least. What do you say, Jody? Dario turns to you, studying you. Reader, do not deceive us. Pray we make good use of our remaining time. What she means is, glad to have you aboard, chum. We're counting on you, my friend. See you inside. Freedom. The rights are the key. It is a lot to take in.
I'm gonna head off for now.
Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out so long.
Yeah. Might come back a bit later today. I'll have to see.
Alrighty, sounds good. Take care.
Yeah. Good luck with Pyre.
Fix my... Lost my Discord window again. There we go. You arrive in Downside Prairie, where the road ahead is forked. There is a lack of consensus about which way to proceed. I'm telling you, we ought to take the northern pass. Got an associate holed up at Holyroot. Got to pay a visit to, besides. Be on your associate. Best we head to Blooming Pool and avoid attention. I get stuck in a bog while we're at it. The dispute continues as Headwind listens for a while. What if the reader settled this? He marks the way. We get us there. These rites are meant to test our faith, then we best learn to trust the reader's instincts on our path. No second guessing him along the way. Can we all live with that for now? Yeah, sure. If necessary. And it's settled. Just point the way, my friend. The stars guide us through you. I feel like whatever Rookie's ode is probably more useful than random flora, possibly. Though I do like the look of these pools. I'm gonna try Hollow Root. As you pass through this golden little area, you hear boisterous voices coming from what looks to be a public house. Rookie stumbles forth from it, holding something in his paws. Oh, hey chum. Just wrapping up a real important exchange back there. Hang on to this for me, will ya? I'll have to drop it off if we head further north. Plain parcel. That's not ominous or suspicious at all. This reminds me a lot of the Banner Saga and the kind of hybrid game where you're going around on a caravan, kind of meeting people on the path and then diving into little skirmishes, specific points. The black wagon grinds to a stop at the base of the Ridge of Goal. The others ask you to assist with making preparations for nightfall and the commencement of the rite. Aw, they're so cute. Oh, huh. They've got a lot of, like, old additional books or, like, failed books. Hmm. Hey chum, appreciate you taking us through Hollow Root back there. About that, are you certain that partial will fetch us an adequate price at the sled market? Surely we could have procured some sort of rare fungus had we gone the other way. Much as I love the idea of procuring rare fungus there, Jody, we said we wouldn't go around second guessing your good chum's decisions, right? Jodariel says nothing in response, but soon changes the subject. Night falls soon. Come along, Greentail. We have much left to prepare. Two of them soon go about rummaging through the remnants of the books strewn about the wagon, leaving you to your own devices. The first exile, in the words of Galassian, the Master General. You know perhaps the thrice-cursed name of Solium Mur, the Emperor of Sar, the first exile and my liege. This chapter concerns him and those who found him in the downside. Each of us was sent to take his life. Such was the hatred for him in and around his country. Yet we found in Solimer a man transformed, in body, mind, and spirit, a man deserving of much more than mercy. In time he named us all his scribes, and he became the eighth. My greatest honor now to serve with his deeds. To know his story is to know the rights. If I'm able to interact with this book or... Oh, continue your journey. Very compelling. As darkness falls, your fellow exiles stand together, clad in the remnants of the rites. The preparations are set, however, everything is still and calm. Soon they grow restless. Keep telling you there's nothing here. What a bunch of idiots we are. We traveled all this way for nothing. I don't think we did. Look up.
The stars align at last. You reach the Ridge of Goal at the appointed time, and your triumvirate is ready. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the Accusers. Whose ever pyre yet burns once the other is extinguished shall step closer to freedom. Now let the rites commence.
The fire is gorgeous. The stars are aligned and your pyre burns bright. Across from your companions appear several others, also clad in remnants. Your adversaries in the rites. Everyone ready? Let's hope so. Be still, we have a visitor. The one whom she refers to steps forward. At last, the Nightwings grace us with their presence. I see that the reports of your demise have been exaggerated after all. Even I was beginning to think you were gone for good. Nobody moves, save for the man robed in gold, who unfastens his mask. Surprised to see old Lindell again? I trust you remember my face, though you must have assumed I'd never see it again after last time. Never had I come so close to freedom, only for you to dash my hopes. Now, I and the Accusers shall repay that front. He shoves his mask back on and takes position with his comrades. It is time. From the shadows, you clutch the Book of Rites and focus on the task at hand.
Begin!
Oh, forgot how to control already.
Have the Accusers underestimated you? Glory to the scribes.
No, I shall not accept defeat from you again. Hear me, Accusers, stand your ground. Let your auras boil in rage.
It seems that you have flustered the Accusers.
We're getting there, but they've hunkered down. Fine, then we shall disrupt their formation.
Have you any idea what that Lendl did to deserve his exile? the orb. Accusers banished to the last. I thought they had you there.
Oh, accidentally exited the game for a second.
Now then, Jodariel plunged into their pyre. Their flame has died a little.
I guess the amount that you extinguish it is relative to the character you're playing. So like the faster character seems to do less, maybe? No, I think just imagine that.
Rejoice then in your single fleeting victory. Guron Salashe.
Your deceit may have earned you a hollow victory, but know this. The accusers will not forget your wickedness, and when next we meet, you will rue the day.
Bask now in the wisdom of the scribes. The exiled Jodariel has gained enlightenment.
We have withstood worse nights than this,
and regain their freedom.
though few as strange. Okay, this is interesting. I did not expect a skill tree as well.
The demon scribe bestows his favor.
After the rites, the accusers disappear into the darkness. As you return to the wagon, in the still night air, in the still night sky, you see a single star burns brighter than the rest, beckoning you onward. Very interesting how many things kind of different elements stacking on top of each other. Well, my friends, what can I say? The rites are real and we're in. The Getting Out of Here Club. Next up on the agenda, keep chasing stars until we're free. Until we are free. Until we're free. Here, here, sounds fine. Might as well be us instead of Lendl back there. Anyway, guess we better start packing. As the others go about their business, Hedwyn turns to you. Reader, come walk with me, while the stars are still out. You and Hedwyn walk in silence for a time before he speaks up. You have questions? Come, ask away. We need you in this for the long haul. You ask Hedwyn what he did to get sentenced to living in the downside. He maintains eye contact and his smile. Your question, my friend. We're going to have a lot of time to discuss that and many other things. Make you a deal. Read the stars for us again, and I'll tell you all about it on the way. You sense he speaks truly as he beckons towards the fading dark above. That's a long way north and west. We'll see if this old wagon's fit for it. Then he turns to the others. How's it going, rookie? Imps fed, wheels clean. Status, Jody. No signs of howlers. Everything is secure. Good. Then get some rest. We're headed to the spring of Jomur. At dawn, we're off. Find Rookie rummaging in the corner of the black wagon. Hey chum, know what? It's good having someone else around besides those two. So, come to think of it, there's something I want to get your take on. You have to promise to tell me honestly. What'd you say? What I mean is, he hesitates, trying to find the words. Look, what I'm trying to say is, you sense something serious is troubling him. He moves in very close, making sure no one else is in earshot. It's about my mustache. Oh my god, I didn't even realize he had a mustache. I'm beginning some conflicting reports about it. Would you say my mustache, that it makes me look a bit, you know, unscrupulous? Does kind of make him look unscrupulous, but I also really like a dog with a mustache. That's just a good look. And I feel like it suits his kind of decadent attire. So I noticed this little bone tie on a paw print. Kind of all out. Yeah, I'm gonna say it looks fine. You suggest that Rookie's mustache looks perfectly fine. He grins wide at you. Couldn't agree more, chum. I knew straight away that you're a real judge of character. Anyway, gotta check the wheels again for mites. See you around. He bounds off, out of the wagon. Oh, interesting. There actually is, like, elements of your interaction that impact how others, like, how the rides go. They're really clever construction. Oh wow, this is pretty. Kinda looks like pizza. The climate here in Jomur Valley is hot and uncomfortable. On top of that, we have a stowaway. Home? We can go home? She must have latched onto the undercarriage as you cross the ridge. Her manner is odd, though you sense she means no harm. She must have overheard some of your fellow exiles' conversations. You need but say the word, Hedwin. Oh come on, you can't be serious, Jody. She's just some kid who managed to climb aboard our wagon undetected, but still. Do it, Jody. Jodariel approaches the girl and looms over her. Listen to me, girl. We cannot guarantee that we shall get you home, or any one of us. But at present, we have room for you, and adequate provisions. You may accompany us for the time. Jodariel leaves without awaiting a response, presumably to make room in the wagon for our new guest. The stowaways overjoyed at this. Really, you are so kind. You are most kind to tell to someone you just met, like me. May the 8 strives smile upon all you all. She claps her hands, bursts into laughter, and performs some sort of dance. Ruki stares at all of this and leans in close to Hedwyn. Hey, so, what gives? First the reader, now we're taking her along? What, we gonna take in every bitten drive imp we find now, too? Easy, Ruki. I think he'd want for us to bring this one along. Ooh, Sandalwood? Thought you said he asked we find someone to fit in every type of mask. Near as I can tell, yours would fit her just fine. He asks that we use our best judgment. Besides, we send her away should go telling anyone who finds about us. We can't risk that right now. So I can come in? It's very hot, and I'm a little thirsty and a little tired too. Yes, you're welcome, Hero Fuss. One question though. What do we call you? Well, this is embarrassing, I think, but I don't know for sure. It's just back home, they called me lots of names, like for the color of my hair. I made fun of you just because you got some gray hair? That's it, my name. It rhymes with gray. My name and... oh, it's just, they called me lots of names. You sense the girl is struggling to recollect a certain name she felt best suited her. So many options. I like Faye. You suggest that the stowaway's girl's name is Faye. Why, that's it. My name is Faye. My name is Faye. Where I am from, they call me Faye the Fair, but I guess maybe you don't have to say that part because I didn't really like it. Your fellow exiles decide to bring Faye along for now. She almost collapses from exhaustion, so you take her in and show her somewhere she can rest. A black wagon arrives in a somewhat peaceful stretch of Jomer Valley. Your companion wishes to hole up here for the night, to give Faye and all of you a little time to rest. Faye seems to be recovering well since you found her. She seems fascinated by everything and everyone in the wagon. Oh, hi, mister. You're the one who knew my name. You guessed it right, you did. Thank you for your hospitality. I've just been eating with the imps and talking to the wagon. This wagon, he and I are the same age. Almost to the very day. But I am older by 3 weeks, so I'm giving him a hard time. Little brother, I call him. He is a good wagon, isn't he? He will take us very, very far. A little brother, sure, he pulls at my hair at times, and I don't like it very much. But he is family. I'm happy to be here with my family. Thought that I had lost the ball again. Thought that I had lost them all. Oh, but we have stopped, now haven't we? Then I should go outside to dance, in case the scribes are watching. Bye, mister. Smiling back at you, she prances out the door. Your fellow exiles are taking a moment to unwind. Jadariel motions for you to join them. Let's get used to your new life here, reader. We seldom get such moments of reprieve. Perhaps some further study of that book shall pass the time. You could join me for a little stroll if you're feeling up to it. Always something to be foraged around here. Or you could teach us more of what you know, prepare us for the next rite. In any case, we do what we can to stay busy. Keeps the sense of isolation well at bay. I like these tiles a lot. Kind of remind me of like dominoes, but or like mahjong pieces, just very ornate, but nice, like chunky, thick outline. And glean knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each child's path towards enlightenment is personal, you have to mentor them one at a time. Sure thing, friend. I appreciate the offer. Where to begin? You illustrate to Headwind some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Oh wow, that was boosted quite a bit. I think I'm beginning to understand something of all this, my friend. Thank you for the lesson, my friend. It's given me a lot to think about. This really does just look like food to me. I don't know, like these make me think of like celery sticks and just mushrooms and radishes. I think I might just be hungry actually as I'm looking at this and just seeing vegetables and pizza and all sorts of things. The path leading further west splits off, and once again your fellow exiles turn the choice of where to go over to you. Faye seems enthusiastic for whichever route you chose. This sounds a bit less fraught. Faye is behaving stranger than usual as you pass through the dusty wastes of Glue Hive. The scribes, I think they're here. I think that they were here. Can you not feel their presence in the sand and in the air and all about? First you pay it little heed, though later you observe your fellow exiles seem to be in better spirits than before. Perhaps it was the previous day's rest that did everyone good. En route to the Spring of Jamur, you hear all about the roving slug market. which appears to be nearby. Ruki insists you take a look after you settle in. It's literally a slug. I wasn't sure if the name was quite so literal. Yeah, what do we got? Oh goodness. Hey guys, hey, how's it going? Mr. Greentail, been a while and all that. Hey Ron, it's going. Say, how come you set up shop all the way out here? Isn't this a little way out of the way? Oh, well, let's just say, you guys, you ain't my only customers. You see, Dad and I, we know this business pretty good. We've been around the block, and so... As Ron keeps blathering, Ruki signals to you in a furtive way. Here's the deal, chum. Got an informant says there's something here connected to this rights business. See if you can spot it. Should be able to pawn some of our stuff to make the trade. And don't even worry about Falcon Ron. So anyway, you guys got something for me or what? That partial you got there, I could take it off your paws if you want. Now we're trading. Really a lot going on in this game I didn't realize. Hey, you know, I'll take it. Mr. Greentail, though you drive a pretty hard bargain. Now, you gonna take something off my hands here or what? I can afford. Oh, I guess I can afford this one. That's a one-of-a-kind thing you got there, you know. Got yourself a real good deal for me as well. So, thanks. Apparently, any one of us bozos can get a little edge out of that thing during the rites, I mean. Just a question of who gets to try it on. Both I'll give it to Ruki, considering he's not leveled up yet. Anyway, that over there, his feet, you know, we've been having some trouble with his feet. Getting real something or other from all the hoofing around and so, you see. Ruki indicates to you that now will be a good time to depart. See you, Mr. Greentail, and your friend there too. I like him. Seems real nice, you know. Oh, Edwin. That's new. Edwin motions for you to join him. While his manner is as easygoing as ever, you sense he is searching for the right words for what he's about to say. You'd asked what I did to get thrown in here. Figured I'd tell you. The others know. I was one of the Blood Border for several years. An outrider, no real rank, but a pretty important job. Whenever the heart swooped in, it was up to me to raise the alarm. One day the harps came without warning, no alarm. It was a slaughter. So I heard, because I wasn't there. I was with one of them. Look, that's a story for another time. The point is, they branded me Hedwyn the Deserter before they sent me here. I didn't want to fight. I abandoned my post. My friends, they paid dearly for it. I ended up down here. Hedwyn looks at you as a smile reappears. It's not something I like to talk about, as you can tell. But I know that you've been wondering, and you deserve to know. I made a promise to you earlier when we first met. That you go free as well if any of one of us go free. That promise might not carry that much weight, I guess, coming from a deserter. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for hearing me out. It's not much good here on the downside, but at least the past is behind us. He leaves you there to consider his words. We got bios, I didn't know that either. All sorts of stuff happening in this. Oh, I didn't even realize that there were extra pages. Or maybe this is the only new one. Last Emperor. How many nations did I scour in the name of Solium Mur? How many countries fell before our spears and blades? Such questions mattered less to me with every passing victory. Our legions swelled across the land and our dominion grew. The Emperor Solium Mur paid all this little heed. He only tended to his personal affairs. The legions relished the autonomy. I did not know that the Emperor cared nothing for his legions, nor his people. He cared only for that which was before him. One day he learned of such a thing as to befit his name, and vowed to seek it out. Alright, I gotta step away for a second, but I will be right back. Alrighty, let's see, where were we? Oh, hi Nicholas. I just saw you popped into the Discord. So I think you're still muted. I don't know if you realize. Oh, and you're gone. Oh, I'm gonna wait a second to see if we might be switching games. Oh, I guess it is almost 7 o'clock, and 7 o'clock means we're gonna be playing Iconfell. Alright, yeah, it looks like Nicholas is restarting his computer, so just wait for them to do that. And while they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Eichenfell. This has been really cool. I'm definitely gonna come back, revisit more of this. Definitely been on my list for a long time, but not like I expected it. I'm not entirely sure what I expected, but it's quite different. But yeah, it's very interesting.